Guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, The School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season. We are here, it is Wednesday, and first of all guys, I just want to apologise. There was no stream last night, and this video is potentially going up a little bit later than it should be on Wednesday evening. And that is just because I've actually been pretty sick the past couple of days. I'm still not feeling great now, so I apologise in advance if tonight's episode is a little bit slow, a bit stagnant, and my brain isn't working as well as it's wanted to. But unfortunately, I've become to the realisation that I'm not as immortal as I thought I was, which is quite a good thing. You know, you've got to realise that you're not indestructible, and you've got to be a bit more careful with yourself. So I've had like some weird stomach crazy sickness virus, and I've been literally, Monday night was one of the worst nights of my life. I think I had like this crazy fever. I was being sick and just constantly just could not cool down, but I felt freezing in myself, and just I was constantly getting, Tash was like getting like wet towels, cold wet towels on me all through the night, all over me. And it was just like Tuesday I woke up feeling alright, and this morning was the first morning I felt like semi-human again. So I'm gonna keep up with the water, but a few things. I had so much planned for this week on the channel. I got recorded on Sunday the video for Monday that went up. I haven't had a chance to get back to the comments, so I'm going to run through those before we get into the video. I've done a Patreon only video just to explain the Patreon stuff. I just haven't had a chance to put it out there, and I've also recorded an extra video for the Patreon subscribers, which I will get up this week at some point. So I wanted to make a few changes to the team as well for this evening. So we are going to play this team again. So it's going to be the Mega Kangaskhan team, the Togekiss, the Rotom-Wash, Alolan Marowak, Landorus Therian, and Cortana. So we'll have a couple of games of these tonight. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. It was good fun on Monday, and I think it will be as we go through, but we will make some changes as we go through the week and into next as well. So before we get any further, I'm just going to go through, because I didn't get a chance to even get through and leave likes and things on these comments and stuff. But if you see a like and a heart, you know I've seen it, and it's just sometimes I don't have time. It's just impossible for me to sometimes go through all the comments, but I am making more of a conscious effort because I love you all, and the comments and the input that I get from you guys is amazing. Obviously as well, at the moment we do have the Flinch competition for the shirt and the hoodie going on, so all you need to do is like, sub, and leave a comment with hashtag Flinch Squad, which you can see here. But just for the people that left messages on Monday, I'm just going to shoot through because I haven't had a chance to actually get back to you personally. So we've got DFW SOHK. Scott is one of our members, subscribers, so thank you, Scott, for your your entry into the tournament. Good luck as well. And he's just saying got through Game of Thrones Season 2, which I suggested he watched, and he is watching it, and I believe he is really enjoying it. And Scott made a really good suggestion as well to me outside of the comments on YouTube, just about the music, because I can't record the music directly into my Mac because of how Macs pick up capture cards. It doesn't work as great as a PC, so recording the music directly from the console isn't as easy as it would be on a PC. So what I'm going to do is actually just put music overlays in on the rest of the week's videos. Let me know what you think, and if you've got other suggestions to improve the experience for you guys as well, I'm always open for suggestions. So thank you so much to Scott for that, and for the comment as well. And we got Adam, good videos always, and smiley face Flinch Squad. Hashtag Flinch Squad. So thank you so much, Adam, for the kind words. It really does mean a lot to me, and taking the time to comment as well, and just mention that. And good luck in the competition, which will be this Friday. Then we've got our good friend Johnny Hacks, as always. Johnny leaving amazing comments. Well, I already love the team. Thank you, Johnny, and I'm super happy about that. I never thought that I would be happy to see Kanga be played. Well, we've done it. Thank you so much, Johnny. 1540 Lee being Lee. Yes, yeah, I'm guessing that's going to be the Lightning Rod play, because yeah, I remember that. briefly. I swear, like, looking back at that video, I was pretty spaced out on Sunday anyway, and like Sunday was a bit of a struggle for me. So I'm wondering if that was like the first day of before my illness properly came in. I went to work early Monday morning and literally got sent home. I was like, really bad place. This team looks solid. 2 great matches, especially the second. Can't wait for the next episode. Excellent. Thank you so much, Johnny, and hopefully you do enjoy the matches today. Stuart Thompson, Lee, I posted the Swampert team spread in the comments from the last video. As I said, I got to 18-17 with it, which was #1 in Europe at the time last week. Now trying a variant of Carson Comfort's team, but drop this year for Lol and Muck. Nice! Great content as always, and any thoughts ahead of Worlds from what you saw over the weekend? Well, lots of thoughts. I do really think Porygon Z, Conversion Porygon Z that we played on the stream a couple of weeks ago, does have some leg room at Worlds maybe this year, so that's something I'm probably going to look at. But yeah, I really like, from being ill, I haven't really had too much time. I'm a bit like, I did watch a bit of the stream, I've watched the finals, but I need to probably re-watch a lot of the matches and then have a proper sit down and think when I'm in a bit better of a frame of mind to come back to you. But thank you so much for the Swampert spread, and that team is going to be something that will feature on the channel for sure in the next few weeks, Stuart, so thank you for that. 18-17 as well on the ladder, nothing to be sniffed at, so congrats on that, mate, as well. And if you haven't already, make sure you comment again, Stuart, to enter that Flinch Squad Flinch clothing giveaway that we've got this Friday. So just a little reminder there if you haven't already. If you have, then good luck to you, my friend. Kenneth, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the comment. Another great vid, Lee. Your team selection is always amazing. Oh, Kenneth is such a nice guy, and thank you so much for the amazing comment, and good luck in the giveaway on Friday, Kenneth. Will Hopper, lol, lightning rod. I know exactly what you mean, Will. Yeah, classically. I couldn't believe it myself. I was like, oh man, come on, give me a break. But it does happen. I guess it's from not using it and probably not being as switched on as I normally would be. Good luck in the giveaway for Friday, Will, and thanks again for the comment. And we've got Salvatore Sensei, another team. Wow, Kanga is back in vogue to the greatest. First match, very undecided until the end, to the burn of Kanga, I thought, in the worst. But the opponent does not enter the double protect, and we bring it home. Yes, we did. The second unfortunate Hyper Voice annihilates us, yes. Well, Rotom-W, interesting spread. When will we have the honour to see you using Snorlax? Well, we can sort that out for the next team that we run for sure, definitely. And Salvatore, thank you so much for the comments and all your input there. It does mean a lot to me. Please keep it coming, and you've entered the giveaway for Friday, so good luck with that, Salvatore. And once again, thank you so much for the input. And then we've got Trollman96. Could you make a team with Rotom other than Heat or Wash? It's such a cool Pokemon, but those two seem to be seen way more than others. That is very true, and thank you so much for the suggestion there, and we can totally make a team with the others. I tell you what, maybe for Friday we change things up and play something like Rotom Frost. I feel like that's probably the best alternative we can have. I feel like Rotom Maw could fit a niche for sure. It's appeared in a World's Final, remember, once before, 2014, but I feel like Frost could be used to some really good use, and we could probably make it work in this team as well, so we could try that on Friday. So let me know your thoughts on that, Trollman96, and if you haven't already, do make sure you put a comment between now and Friday with hashtag Flinch Squad, so you enter the giveaway on Friday, and we'll do that. But I'm sorry I didn't get back to you guys, but I hope by covering the comments in this video. Wow, we're into 9 minutes already, and it's a bit long, but as I say, I'm a little bit fragile today. I know I was a little bit fragile on Sunday, but let's get the hat on. Let's get it at a good angle. That's better. I think it's because of the camera and things. So we'll hop on. Oh, has the ladder been reset? Are we in a new season? I feel like my rating was completely different to this. We must be in a new season. This is how switched on I've been, guys. So we're on 1500. No battles, no wins, no losses. Let's see if we can get some undefeatedness going in today's episode. what else is going on. So the stream will be over on our Twitch channel tomorrow night. We'll do view battles from 7 PM. So make sure that you do come over if you are around and you'd like to take part in those. It should be a lot of fun, and I should be fine to do the stream tomorrow night. I just wasn't in any fit state to do it last night, unfortunately, but I guess that's just one of those things. But I did think about it, but I was like sleeping on and off all day yesterday, and then I slept pretty much the whole evening as well, right through to this morning, and then woke up and I finally felt alright. It doesn't look like we're going to find an opponent, but I can always chop this bit of the video to when we find an opponent, which I think I'll do just to cut down on time. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to come right back when we have an opponent. Oh, and there we go. Like magic, this is the best editing I've ever done, ever. Got a first opponent of the day, running a team of Salamence, Tapu Koko, Cresselia, Kartana, Incineroar, and Aegislash. So it's going to be a Mega Salamence in this team. It's the only Mega option here. We've got the Tapu Koko for that fast presence next to that Mega Salamence with the electric terrain. But we do have Alola Marowak in our team that can take advantage of that. Cresselia, Kartana aren't going to want to contend with the Alola Marowak, not even Aegislash really. The Incineroar is going to be a bit awkward for us to deal with, and the Salamence causes a bit of pressure, but we have plenty of resource around that, you know. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I think Tailwind's going to be a big thing for us in this match. If we can, we need some. Like Rotom, we probably have to bring to deal with the Salamence. We're going to have to be careful about the Kartana though. For sure, but I'm kind of leaning towards Kang, Togekiss, Rotom and Marowak in this match, even though Landorus would be like really good here. Landorus doesn't really like the Salamence or the Cress though too much, because like switching in on potential icy winds and ice beams from the Cress is never really that ideal. And I think we can kind of get away without the Intimidate so much in this match. We just need to utilise our Tailwind and Rotom. Like if we can burn the Salamence as well with Rotom, that's going to help us out massively. But the lack of like Ice Stab in this team is kind of going to hurt us going forward, and it's an option that we could always look on, adding to Kangaskhan. So that's all something we have to think about as well. Because I'm not the biggest fan of Sucker Punch this format with Kang. Like in previous formats where Parental Bond was a lot stronger, Sucker Punch was a lot stronger. It was a lot more of a utility move, like rather than now. It just feels very underwhelming. But it's very good for breaking sashes and just getting that any bit of chip off your opponents. So we see my opponent leading off with Aegislash and Salamence. He's going to get the Intimidate onto our Kangaskhan. But we can fake out the Salamence and freely set up a Tailwind here, which is always going to be a good thing, and I think why not do that? I mean, the Salamence might switch out here and the Aegislash might go for a substitute. I guess that's probably the worst case scenario. Whatever it throws out, yeah, we're going to see it switch out. We're going to see Incineroar come in, so it's going to utilise that fake out the next turn, and you know, just cycle more Intimidates onto Kang. But we do get the fake out, and because we're not scrappy, we can't go for the fake out into Aegislash. I went for Inner Focus because it gives us a better option against rain teams in particular. So we might want to switch out Kangaskhan. We didn't Mega Evolve there, and we could go into Rotom and like I don't really want to switch in Marowak in this situation. It's not going to want to come into like any attack that's coming out from either the Aegislash, and with the Aegislash having sub, you would imagine it's probably not got Flash Cannon, so we'll go for an Air Slash. We might get faked out from the Incineroar, but we'll go for an Air Slash into the Incineroar just in case it decides not to go for the fake out. No, there's no fake out, so we might get the flinch for the Flinch Squad on the Incineroar. No chance, and we're going to see a U-turn into the Rotom. Does decent damage as well, you know, and Intimidated. Where's the Togekiss? Like, If the Aegislash has just got Shadow Ball, like we're kind of thinking it has, it's going to go into the Togekiss. So the Rotom slot here isn't in the worst position. It's just we need to try and get rid of that sub. That's the one thing that we want to try and do. Ooh, Toxic. Okay. There's definitely only got Shadow Ball. 100%. Okay. That's fine. Do we do? Do we Will-O-Wisp or do we just Thunderbolt the Salamence? I'd imagine the Salamence might want to... Like, does the Salamence switch out again or just Protect? I feel like it probably protects here. But I mean, if we've got a burn onto it now, it's just if it switches out to Incineroar, that's the only problem. We don't want to... Or we could just Thunderbolt the Aegislash. No, I feel like we definitely go for the Will-O-Wisp. Well, let's go for a Will-O-Wisp into the Ments, and let's go for just an Air Slash into the Aegislash. Try and just chip away the sub if we can. It's not going to be very effective, but we've got to start. Yeah, it's going to switch out into the Incineroar just to take that Will-O-Wisp. Yeah. And the Aegislash probably going to protect here. King's Shield maybe, just to preserve that substitute. No, there's no King's Shield coming out. And the Air Slash going into the sub, but like I said, it's not going to be very effective, so we probably won't break it. Now, ooh, and a Z move. Is this going to be into... yeah, it's going to be into our Rotom. We could have made the play there of going for the Follow Me. To pull away the Shadow Ball. Never Ending Nightmare, which... Could be into the Nah, it's going to be into the Rotom, because the Rotom causes so many problems for everything on the team, really. Okay. But we can get a Kang back in. And this position right now is where you want Landorus to really come in and just start earthquaking next to the Togekiss. But we haven't got that option right now, so that's not ideal. Do I fake out or do I just return? I mean, I'm probably better off returning in case the Salamence comes in, aren't I? To be honest. And we probably want to go for another... We could double into the Incineroar slot. Yeah, so the Salamence going to come back in now to get that Intimidate, and then they're going to bring it back in. Cycle that back out again like they have been doing. We need to try and get rid of this sub and get Marowak onto the field. So like Tailwind, Sucker Punch, get Marowak in, and then we can start doing stuff. But this double Intimidate is really frustrating for us right now. And like it seems like Rotom is like the big target, and maybe like I wonder if sub's like a good option on Rotom, because we've got the Follow Me and we've got the Fake Out. There's a lot of opportunities, and it just gives it that little bit of additional protection against these big attacks that teams seem to be going in on it with. So get the return -1, it's not doing bad damage, and there's the Air Slash there. So yeah, again, doing really good damage to that Salamence. Now we do want to get the Tailwind up again, and we probably just want to go return straight into the Salamence once again, but get this Tailwind up. We might see the Salamence switch out again, it might Mega Evolve, yeah. I wonder if it detects, like if it's scared of the Sucker Punch though, and goes for Tailwind if it's got it. That's why I didn't go for Sucker Punch, because it's so obvious that we would... No, it's going to go for a Double Edge. Okay, we could have went for... that is frustrating. Now we're just not going to get an attack, so... The choices you make, eh? But we do get the Tailwind up. And go for a Toxic. Okay. Now we might get... Because I would expect the Incineroar to come in now. Now we might be able to get a free switch into Marowak in that Kangaskhan slot, because The Aegislash is never going to go for an attack into, like a Shadow Ball into the Kangaskhan slot, because it's just not effective. And I think maybe a Boomerang will get the Incineroar from this range, so we could potentially switch out to Marowak with Kang and go for a Follow Me with Togekiss. But these Toxics are really kind of starting to stack up right now, which isn't brilliant for us. But there's a Fake Out into the Togekiss. And there's a Toxic into... oh, playing it. It's a really nice play for my opponent, you know, predicting the switch out. Yeah, ooh, we do survive just about and proc that berry with our Togekiss. Okay. So we are going to have to go for the Boomerang into the Incineroar. And I think we have to Follow Me really with Togekiss, because I can't afford to take a Shadow Ball from the Aegislash. And like I say, I think a Boomerang from this range, it depends if the Incineroar is berry or not. Yeah, okay, so we're not going to get it this time around, but it means we do get the Kang in. There's the knockoff, but it's not going to do too much. It won't knock us out, and then Togekiss should stick around. Yeah, okay. This will take us down probably, especially after the toxic damage. We'll get Kang in. And then we've got the option with Kang where we can Sucker Punch. We can double the Aegislash if we want. Well, we have to double the Aegislash really. This is still really tricky situation. Because my opponent's still got one Pokemon left. We do have the Tailwind up. Does the Aegislash King Shield here? I feel like they probably don't. No, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go, like, we always risk the Incineroar taking something down, and that's potentially... they'll probably go for the Marowak. Oh no, it went for the King Shield. We totally screwed ourselves. Okay. I mean, my opponent's not taking any risks here, so I mean, they're just playing it straight down the line like they should do. But we lose the game making this play. But we have to do something at this point. Yeah, we're going to get -2 as well, and we're going to lose, yeah, Marowak, and then Kang will go down. Yeah, I mean, we had to make some sort of play there, and I'd imagine maybe, I wonder if the Koko's the Pokemon in the back for my opponent. That's the thing, but we can't do anything, unfortunately. We will just have to hit that forfeit button, and we can move on from this. A little bit disappointing, but a few things to take away from the game. Like, we've discussed a few things throughout that game, like move choices on Pokemon, how maybe the Landorus would have been better there, substitute, how it would be good on Rotom. We've lost Rotom. Like, most games we've brought it, it's done very little. Like, we didn't get anything done with it there. We didn't get the predict right from the Salamence into the Incineroar, and then it just chucked a massive Z move and got removed from the field so easily. Yeah, I'm not really, like, it's weird. Rotom, for me, has always been a really bulky Pokemon, but it just feels like with Z moves and just the slight power creep with the newer Pokemon that we've got, it just feels a lot worse than it was in the past. And it's maybe something that I just haven't got comfortable with yet, but I'm just not, I haven't found like my comfort zone with Rotom up to now, and I just really am struggling to find that comfort level with it where I think I'm quite confident to bring it in this situation. I feel like, okay, I've got to be really careful with how I play it, or I've got to just get the most out of it as quick as I can, and maybe that's where the problem is. But we'll see. We'll kind of carry on for it with this next match, and we'll maybe approach making some changes on Friday. But we'll stick it out for now. We've got Seppi as our next opponent, playing a team of Configurus, Cresselia, Vikavolt, Incineroar, Tapu Lele, and Aegislash. So, double Ghosts, got Trick Room on the Configurus, potentially on the Cresselia. We've got the Psychic Terrain to stop fake out priority attacks. Aegislash again is going to be a bit of a pain. Got the Vikavolt, it's going to be a little bit problematic, but we do have Marowak again, which is going to be very good. The Incineroar going to be a pain for Marowak to deal with, but we do have Rotom, so here is a game for Rotom to shine. We just need to make sure that we're dealing with it as best we can. So what do we do? Do we go... I don't know if Kang's even that great here, to be honest. Just with the Ghost types, it'd be good late game for sure. And it might be worth leading with it just for the potential fake out bait that we can lead into things with. I'm going to lead Marowak as well. Actually, I'm going to lead Rotom Marowak. I'm going to bring Kang in the back. And do I bring Togekiss or Cortana? Like... oh, Landorus. Landorus might be good here. Let's bring Landorus. Landorus is always strong. But then again, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see, guys. This is it. I don't feel very proactive with this team at the moment. I just feel like it needs to be looked at. It needs to be changed up a little bit. So if you've got any suggestions, if there's things that you're not so precious about me taking out, then I'm always scared as well. I'm always scared of starting a week with a team and then thinking, I'd really like to make these changes. And then scared like, people might be enjoying it, so I don't want to make too many changes with it. I probably should stick with it. And that's the problem there. So we see the Configurus and the Incineroar come out for my opponent. So we're pretty safe just to go for the Shadow Bone into the Configurus, and let's go for a Hydro Vortex into the Incineroar. I suspect we'll get faked out though. There we go, there's the fake out. Of course, and we are -1, so we're not going to be able to pick up the KO, but we'll do a decent chunk of damage to this Configurus, and yeah, there's the Trick Room. Because we don't make contact with our Shadow Bone either. Right. Let's think. We need to adjust our Marowak position now. It's probably not a bad idea just to bring Landorus in. Even though we are Scarfed, the Intimidate's going to be super important for us here. Do I want to go for the Incineroar right now? Probably not. I probably want to go for the Configurus and just get rid of it, to be honest. Do I want to Z-move it? Yeah, because I don't know if it's got a berry. It's likely it probably has. It's very bulky. I don't think a Hydro Pump just by itself is going to be enough, so we'll go for it into that slot just to make sure, and then we're one Pokemon down. We'll get rid of a potential their only Trick Room setter, so getting rid of that now means we can stall out the Trick Room and still have a decent chance at kind of coming back in this later in the game. We see Shadow Ball into Orlando, and we're going to see a U-turn into a little Rotom. And what's going to come in? It's going to be Tapu Lele. Okay. I mean, this is fine. We can kind of sack Landorus this next turn. Ooh, it's a Psychic Seed. This is going to be really close. Like, really close. What I was going to say is we can sack Landorus potentially this next turn. And then we get Marowak in, which will be slower than Lele under Trick Room, even though we're running a fast Marowak because our team is based around Tailwind. Yeah, we still get the Configurus. Like, we would have never got that without the Z-move though, with that Psychic Terrain boost. So that's good. That's a good start. and Incineroar going to come back in, which makes sense. Really does make sense. And I mean, Rotom's probably slower than Tapu Lele as well, to be honest. I can say what I think I'm going to do. Do I just Earthquake? Oh, we could, like, we'd probably benefit from the Intimidate again. But I'm going to Earthquake, and I'm just going to Protect with Rotom. Because I still have a feeling the Lele might want to chase down the Rotom because of the pressure that it's put onto Incineroar. But I could be wrong. Ooh, knockoff. Okay. We do take it as a Psychic and doubling in on that slot. Alright, that's fine. Okay, let's Life Orb. Life Orb Lele. We've got Kang to deal with Lele as well, so that's not the worst. Late game when the Trick Room does run out. Okay, let's bring in Marowak. It's definitely going to be a slow Incineroar though, so it's probably going to be outspeeding our Marowak. That's the only problem, but we should be able to get... How many turns of Trick Room have we got left? Too many. Too many. And a Hydro Pump is not going to be enough to get it now, and we probably go down to a Psychic from the Lele. And I don't feel like we survive a knockoff from the Incineroar. It's the only problem. Okay, let's go for a Hydro Pump. Our options are quite locked here, but we can hope that the Lele might protect. Maybe. There's the knockoff. Yep. We do actually take it with the Rotom. Okay. Which is even more frustrating in a way because we have to switch in Kang now for sure, and then yeah, we go for the Hydro Pump into the Incineroar and hope this one hits. This is why I hate Hydro Pump so much. It's so inconsistent on Rotom. I mean, another reason why Rotom's probably not used as much as you know, you might want to use it. It's like only water stab attack is that Hydro Pump. Lele going to protect this turn, okay, which makes sense. Knock off into the Marowak again. Yeah, Hydro Pump. Are you absolutely kidding me? Are you honestly kidding? Alright, we can Mega Evolve and just return. And we got to hope that that's enough to get the Lele from here, which it should be. And try the Hydro Pump for a third time. Third time lucky. Can't believe that. We would have had, if the Incineroar had stayed in, we'd have it by now. And Cresselia going to be the last Pokemon. So we've got to hope the Kang can take down this Lele. We will be faster than it unless it's like timid Lele. But you wouldn't think it would be in a Trick Room team. Might be. Maybe. Just let's hope that this is enough. Easy! Kang! Doing the work! So, Kang taking the Lele down, which is nice. Hydro Pump finally hits, but it's not the target that we want to be hitting. Great. And, yeah. Leftovers Cress as well. And the Psychic Terrain disappears from the field. We're going to see Trick Room come out, aren't we, from the Cresselia, for sure. And probably a Fake Out into the Rotom. So on that logic, or net logic, let's go for a... We can't stop the Trick Room, can we, really? We can't really stall it out. I mean, I can go for a return into the Incineroar and switch in Marowak just to get around the Fake Out, I guess, and just burn some Protects and things like that. Those Hydro Pumps that hit. Fake Out into the Kang! Oh man! I guess he probably thought we'd just protect. We'd just protect with Marowak. It makes sense. Makes sense. Complete sense to do. We've got to burn some. We've got to burn some fake out. Some protects and trick room turns now. Oh. I wonder if my opponent thinks we'll protect with Marowak. Because we could just double into the Incineroar. But then we do probably lose if we do this. Are they going to target down the Kang? I don't think they will. I think he'll target down the Marowak for sure. We could protect. Go for that knockoff into the Marowak. There's the Ice Beam. As long as there's no freeze. No freeze. So we get the return. We're going to do a bit of damage to this Incineroar. Okay. I wonder if a Law Kick's going to do enough. Like, one thing we could do. And we need the Marowak, really. We need the Marowak. We're probably just going to proc a berry on the Incineroar, aren't we? Let's switch into the Rotom. Let's try this. We're probably going to lose Rotom here. But we should take an attack from the Cresselia with our Kang. At least one more. There's the knockoff. Yep, going for it. Oh, Calm Mind Cresselia. Not good, not good. But it's not the worst thing in the world as well. Like, we can still do this with... Okay, no berry. We could maybe get the Incineroar with a Sucker Punch. And we can definitely try. I mean, it's worth a try, for sure. So let's see. So we've got 2 turns of Trick Room left. Let's go Sucker Punch. Oh, you've got to hope it's enough. And just protect Marowak. Just in case it's not. So you've had a bit more faith in the Sucker Punch taking it down, which it should do. Even -1 from this range, it should take it down. It does. We could have attacked into the Cress there, because it's probably going to go for the Kang here, and then it's going to be Marowak. Do we take this though? Oh, we do! Kang is a beast! Beast mode Kang. So we might actually be able to just claw this one back with our Marowak. Just showing how strong it is. We'll go Sucker Punch and we'll go Shadow Bone, and that should be... That won't do it, but it's going to attack the Cress. It's going to attack. What's it going to attack with? Is it SOHK? We do underspeed it. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, Marowak's like, no way. Forget your Calm Minds. I'm going to do this. Very good game to my opponent, and we managed to actually get a victory in today's episode, so that's good. But like I say, guys, I'm not massively sold on the team at the minute. I feel like there are a few changes, and I probably would have made changes for this episode if I hadn't been so ill. But I just hope you've enjoyed today's content. As always, if you have, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. It is massively appreciated, guys. It does really help the video out. And do leave your comments as well on your thoughts on today's games and the team in general. And we'll pick up again on Friday. As I say, we might make some changes for Friday's episode. We might not as well. It'll all depend on what you guys leave in your comments down below. But make sure if you do comment down below, guys, that you do leave that hashtag Flinch Squad, so you're entered in the draw on Friday. We're going to do the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to give away a lovely I Heart Flinch tee and one Flinch Life hoodie as well. So it's going to be really exciting. We're going to get around to that. Just apologies again, guys. I'm really not feeling myself. I feel like pretty terrible right now. I can't even speak. I probably don't look so great. I feel like I need, like, I'm just hot as well. It's just so hot here at the minute, and like a fan is just not enough, and it's just not making me feel great, and I just feel like moany. So I'm sorry if I'm being moany, guys. I hope you're having a great week though, guys. It is the England game tonight, so I'm gonna just lie down and watch that and chant on the boys from my bed, and hope everything goes well, and we'll debrief about the match on Friday. I'll either be overjoyed and going crazy, or I'll just be moping around probably just as much as I am now. But on another note, guys, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I do appreciate this is a little bit over the length of videos that I'd like to, but we had that little bit at the start with the comments and things, and I just feel like sometimes it's nice to give you guys a bit more appreciation than I do with just the comments when I reply sometimes as well. It's always nice to give you guys a highlight. So we'll be back on Friday with this team. Again, keep your comments coming in for teams you want to see coming forward. I do like playing around with Kang. It is good. I just feel like this build maybe needs just a little bit of a rejig. So get your comments in, guys. Get your suggestions in, and we'll reapproach this on Friday. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.